Hey, yes, everyone has a spirit guide. Um, they cannot interfere with your life. They just can't.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Silly. Yeah, no, they can't interfere with your life. You have to invite them in. So you have to be like, hi spirit guides. Um, why do you keep responding? Stop it. It thinks I'm talking to it, but I'm not. But yeah. Anyways, so my first experience with getting the spirit guides to talk to you, so I wrote in my book, it's a little personal, not really, but basically this is literally my first writing, like, ever. And, it just basically states, I want something to be brought up, maybe about cookies or anything that will allow me to know it's y'all. Because you have to, ask them, you can make up whatever you want, simple. I mean, but you do want it to be something that is not, commonly said, or just you want it to not be common, basically. And you just ask them, like, show me, let me know you're here or near. And so with that being said, I used cookies. Well, the very next day, I didn't think nothing of it, and I wasn't really paying attention. I was putting on my makeup, and I decided to use just this brown eyeshadow, and whenever I, like, locked in on it, the eyeshadow's name was Cookie. I can't find the damn palette, but I know where the palette is. It's out in my car, or it may be in the other car that got towed. But I'll look it up on my iPad and show you. And mine were plural. But the eyeshadow palette was Cookies. And I'm like, it kind of creeped me out, but not really, because at the same time, I was like, wait, I didn't actually specifically say how to, so let me look it up and I'll show you. And it wasn't even my eyeshadow palette. It was my best friend's. I borrowed it from her. I mean, I stole it, really. I've had it for a long time. And you could easily tell that I didn't use it often, the color. eyeshadow. Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie. Okay. I had a file with all this stuff, but I can't seem to get it transferred over. Come on. But yeah, I didn't want a green screen or anything like that, so I was just gonna like show it. I just want a simple image of the damn palette. I don't understand. Hi. Anyone that joins. So to get your spirit guides to speak with you, you have to invite them. They can't just interfere. They're waiting. Damn it. So let me make sure this is the right one, but I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, it is. So this is the eyeshadow palette that I was using. I don't know if you can see it. It's Revolution Roxy. And when you open it, it's the far right corner. It's Cookie. And I was so like, oh my bejesus, you know. Because it was sideways, and whenever I was like, hold up, Cookie, I was like, no, that's got to be a coincidence, because it was literally the very next day, because I had learned about asking your guides to, how to get your guides to come, hello, Shauna, get your guides to communicate with you, but you have to ask them. They can't just come in your life. But yeah, that's the first time. The very first time, because I really didn't know, so I write it all down. Yeah, so that the first one was cookies. That one, because I know coincidences don't exist. So when I saw it, I instantly was like, oh, I didn't actually say like plural or like how. It's Cookie, and that they brought it to me, you know. I'm screenshotting that because I don't want to have to look it up every time, but that's the exact palette. It's like, don't have the top. Me and my best friend are like messy, so the mirror's over here, and yeah. But, and then the second one is when I knew for sure. I was like, there's no fucking way. Like, I knew for sure. And that one is Rainbow. So I wrote, damn it, all these are in files. This fucking iPad doesn't want to sync. It's pissing me off. It should sync, but you know how iCloud is full, like bullshit. Let me see. Yeah, I specifically made a file for this so that I could just open it up and show you. But the damn thing is not. Anyways, I write to them. I, say, hey, how are you guys? I miss you. I mean, I write to them like people. I mean, how else are you supposed to write to them? And at the end of it, I was like, to let me know that y'all got my message or y'all are listening to me or whatever. Bring something up about rainbows. I want to see rainbow. And that was like around 5:30 in the morning, something like that. And like I said, I didn't think nothing of it. I even asked them to, talk to me with like my numbers, like my birthday's 11/15/87, so 11/15, things like that. So it was about 5:30, 6 o'clock. I went to go lay down with my husband, and I'm going through emails, and oh my fucking God, like this angelic being, I rarely see her, but when I do see her, her little backgrounds are always different. It's gonna bother me that they're not. It's just gonna bother me. Desktop. Where the fuck is my shit at? Come on, iPad. Aren't you supposed to sync? Damn. Anyways, when I opened her email, her headline was of a fucking rainbow. And I was like, oh, hell no. I was shocked more at that point. I was like, okay, now I know for certain that y'all exist. Like, there's no way this, there's no fucking way. So, yeah, so I'll scroll down, and then I'm just getting very upset that I don't want to host nothing. I don't know how to do that. I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna accept it, okay? Maybe I can look it up in my emails. Or not. Maybe. I don't like to keep looking down, so I'm gonna look up. I just linked this one too. Probably doesn't even have all the fucking emails. Angelic. She always says all these, spiritual messages and things like that. No, she's a message. She would be in the VIPs. in the VIP. But anyways, I am a Scorpio. A November Scorpio at that. But I'm right dead center in the middle. And I do believe that a lot of the traits are a little bit accurate. Some of them are not that accurate. Like, they think we're bad. We're actually really not bad. We can be, though. I'm not going to lie to you. We can be very vengeful. And we do all... We are... Well, me. I don't know why, but I just can't let someone get away with hurting me and not caring. Now, if they hurt me and then they show compassion, then I'm like, okay. But if they don't show compassion or if they care, I'm going to find a way. I'm going to find a way to get you back some way, somehow. But yeah. I was more jealous in my younger years. My older years, I'm not really jealous. Because there's no reason to be jealous. I mean, there's no reason. Because no matter what, you can't control someone. So being jealous is just showing your partner that you're lacking confidence. And then you're lacking trust in them as well. So, it's not really a good trait to project. And when I do, find myself getting, slightly jealous or whatnot, I don't show it. Unless I feel like it's being purposely done. But then you're not going to see it. Hello, everyone. You're not going to see it. I'm just going to mirror what you're doing to me. I'm going to go find somebody and make you jealous. You know what I mean? Yeah, VIP. If she's not in here, then that would mean I have to run in the house and figure out why my shit is not linking. I wanted to get on here at 2:30 so I could stay on for an hour and answer questions or whatnots about me, as a Scorpio female, and, telling you, you have a spirit guide. Everyone was born with one, because we're not humans, everyone has a spirit guide or guides. Literally, I was like talking to them. They don't talk like we do. They leave synchronicities and signs. And I was like, so they say sometimes you can have multiple. So I was like, well, how many do I have? And I looked down, and I shit you not, my charger cable shadow was like an exact 4. Whenever I looked down and I seen the shadow, I seen the number 4. Like, I was like, I'm just like profounded, like, what the fuck? So I was like, wow. So I was like, I have 4. I was like, why do I have so many? It just depends on your life. Like, to me, I mean, not that I'm a nobody, but I'm like not, I mean, a celebrity would have 4. Why do I have 4? And it could be a loved one too. It could most definitely be a loved one that just passed on or whatever. If you're wondering why, a loved one isn't, you don't feel their energy anymore, or hello everyone, my name is Stephanie. I am teaching, proof that spirit guides are real, and that how they, communicated with me, and how I can prove that that's why I believe them to be real. My files are not showing up, so it's really starting to piss me off. I don't know. My Mac's in the house. It's the Big Mac. My laptop, that was Mackie. Yeah, Mackie. I fucking accidentally spilled water on him, and he no longer works. So Big Mac is in the house, but I'm about to go in there because I want to show. But I gotta be quiet. So let's go. How do I turn it around? Still learning. Turn around. Shit. Okay, well, anyways, here we go. I don't know if you can see, but anyways, yeah, let me get on case. See, there's this stupid fucking file. How do I flip the screen? Mute. Oh, there it is. Flip the camera. Yeah, okay, cool. So, open. I want to know why the damn thing. Now what? I don't get why this one's gonna act stupid too. Open. Okay, so yeah, the first one, I showed the cookies. Now, oh yeah, let me find the rainbow. Yeah, here's the rainbow. Now that one is what freaked me out. See? And then what it said was even worse. I mean, not worse, but it was just more like, oh my gosh. Stephanie, just as inevitable as a rainbow appears in the sky, your angelic rainbow. I was like, what the? And that was like, because I wrote the message. Let me see when I wrote it. Come on, what the hell is going on? Oh yeah, it's in this one. See, it'd be a lot easier if this shit would sync. I have the book, I just don't feel like looking for it. See, I always write a bunch of weird shit to them. There's the numbers that I asked them to speak to me with. And then rainbow. Also rainbow. Someone will say no, I scribbled that night. Yeah, oh shit, it wasn't 5:30, I lied. It was 3:30. Someone will say the word rainbow, photos, imaging, leaves, but I underlined rainbow. And that was at 3:30, March 9th. And then that fucking email bitch. This is starting to irritate me. I've never had so much problems with this shit. The email came in. Let me see what time. I don't know if you are gathering this. At 6:30. Yeah. And see how her background is? It's normally not like that. I'm going to try to actually look her up. But, yeah. I want to know why the hell it won't stay open. Oh, I think I know. Or I don't know. Apparently you gotta close the fucking shit out. Open. Yeah. And can I just like open in a new page? Yeah, let's do that. So let's make this one smaller. Start whispering. I don't even know if you're being able to see this, but yeah. I want to bring it outside of it too. Yeah, see. Stephanie, just as inevitable, your rainbow, your angelic rainbow. And that was just like blew my mind. Then there's another one. It was the cookie, the rainbow, and the bird. So I also did one. You know, like I said, I write on weird shit, you know. But this one says, I should be pre-warned by, because I told them to like show themselves, like not like show themselves, but like, you know, but I was like, I want to be pre-warned. I should be pre-warned seeing, I did put pink snake, but I'm scared of snakes, so I was like, no. And then so I put, or a bright green bird. As a hey, your guides are about to reveal themselves or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. You know. Anyways, that one was the one at 5:30. Okay. And then, so I was on TikTok scrolling, and mind you, this was not the first thing I saw. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over, and there's the bird Greenberg. I was like, what the fuck? But oh no, there is a new one too. This has got to sync. Let me make sure this crap is on. Blue Goose is one. Yeah. And I got the evidence from that on TikTok as well. Let me figure out how to flip this damn screen. There we go. Anyways, yeah. I don't get... Oh, maybe I can send it to me right now since I'm in here. What the fuck? I want to share it. I never had so much difficulty in all my life. And I had all this ready. And now I'm like, as my kids would say, I'm like cooked. Or cracked, or whatever the fuck. Okay, I'm just gonna rest my head here until I can not be stupid right now. Oh, I hid the messaging because people be getting snoopy. They be trying to fucking get up in my messages and shit. Because I have everything linked to my phone. Let's go ahead and boom. Hey, I think I did it. That funky ass iPad should get it. Oh, anyways. While I'm in here, let me flip this fucking camera again. I did this, oh shit, I'm gonna trip. I did this badass puzzle. I put it together. An owl. That's what it looks like. But yeah. Yeah. I'm sealing it. Yeah. Flip it back to moi. Anyways. Yeah, so now I should have the fucking documents. Or what I'm trying to show y'all. I mean, damn. I was trying to... Okay, I was like, it's just not a good night for me. But it is. I thought I left the iPad in the house. But yeah. Anyways. I haven't even looked and seen if there's a question. I feel terrible. I'm sorry. Well, apparently no one, wants to ask a question. I guess. I mean, I really don't know how that works. Yeah, I really don't know how that works. So, yeah. Anyways, any questions? Does anybody want to ask me anything? How are you guys? Hi, Fernie. How are you? Yeah, everyone has a spirit guide. Everybody is born with one. You have one from the day you were born till the day that you die. And they can't ever, like, the only time they can actually interfere in your life is if you're like gonna, what does it say? Cancel. If you're gonna die and you're not supposed to, they'll interfere. And they did do that when I was younger, but I didn't realize that that's what that was. I didn't realize it. So yeah, I was in a car wreck and I didn't have my seatbelt on at the time, and something like told me to, put on your seatbelt. And I'll be 38 on the 15th, and I think I was like 12 or 13, and my uncle was driving, and I leaned down to light a cigarette. I wasn't paying attention, and thank God, right before that, I had that gut instinct, like, hello, how are you? Who this phone? I had this feeling like I better put on my seatbelt, So I grab it, and it won't buckle. It's broke. So I just like strap it on my arm, like, okay. And then I go back to lighting the cigarette. And after I lit it and I came back up, boom, that's when, obviously my uncle slammed on the brakes, and we, it wasn't our fault. So the car in front of us hit a car that pulled out in front of them. And yeah, I was young, so I really didn't like grasp the situation. I just knew it scared the fuck out of me. And all that I really cared about was my sister's slip-on Adidas, because she didn't want to let me wear them, but I wore them anyways. And I was worried that she was going to be mad at me, though. Yeah. And then on the way to the hospital, because my ankle had hit the dash, and it fractured it, broke it. And on the way to the hospital, I smell it burning. Like, I can smell it. I'm like, something's not right. We're about to blow up. The ambulance is about to blow up, Hello, everyone. Hi. I'm just telling stories about my interaction with my spirit guides. Yeah. My grandma was like, Boo, shut up. I'm like, Grandma, I swear, Grandma, I smell it. We're about to blow up. And no shit, we had to pull over on the side of the road and switch ambulances because the motherfucker was on fire. And they're like looking at me. I'm like, I told y'all, I knew it. I knew that I smelled the motherfucking shit on fire. But that was my very first time, whenever I felt intuitive, like a knowing, you know, like a knowing. Because if I wouldn't have got that, you know, the feeling to, hey, I need to put my seatbelt on, I probably wouldn't be alive right now. And that is the one and only time that they interfered in my life. Because, like I said, your spirit guides, they're waiting. They can't interfere in your life without you giving them permission. So you have to say, spirit guides, I welcome you into my life, you know, and give them permission. And then that's when you can say, you know, I want to know about, let me know that you're here and near cookies, you know. I didn't even think anything of it. Another content creator was like, just get delusional. Get plumb delusional to where, like, there's no way that it couldn't have been your spirit guides. You know what I mean? Which I was dumb. I used the term, I did cookies. And then the next day, like I was saying, the eyeshadow palette that I was using, I chose to randomly use like a light brown. And the damn thing's name was Cookie. It was, no, mine was plural. And I was like, hold up. I was like, I didn't say how. I just wrote, I want something to be brought up, maybe about cookies. And the eyeshadow palette, I can't find it, but, oh no, you're not about to die on me, are you, iPad? I lost it again. Oh, it's right here. The eyeshadow palette that I was using, Cookie. Did this motherfucker just die? I'm sure you saw it, but yeah. Let me get this damn thing on the charger. It's beat up. My kids see it's... I'm surprised the touch still works. It's like effed, you know what I mean? Hi, how are you guys? Pete, you probably done came and gone. I'm trying to acknowledge you. I'm sorry. I think this is my third time going live. But for some reason, I was just called to get on and let people know, like, you have a spirit guide. You do. Everybody does. They can't interfere in your life without you giving them permission. That's why it's like you don't know that you have them, but you do. And you have to say, hi, spirit guides. You're welcome into my life. You know, to guide me and, you know, and things like that. Because we are not humans. This is you're a soul having a human experience on Earth is pretty much what is happening. Yes. And yeah. And I am one of the best zodiacs there is. I am a Scorpio. Lo and behold, right in the dead center. And no, we're not bad. We can be bad, but we're not. We are actually very fucking loyal. And I'm not gonna lie, me as a female Scorpio, I hate repeating myself. I hate a fucking liar. And I hate a thief. If I love you, I love you unconditionally. So I can see past anything you do unless there's no remorse. Unless you just flat out like you deliberately fucking hurt me, then like I fucking hate you. Like there's no if, ands, or buts. Like when my so me and my husband's been together. I got with him when I was 18. He ended up, cheating and leaving me for like 2 years with my best friend's sister. Yeah. And still to this day, I hate that motherfucker. And I know I shouldn't because, it's me. I had some kind of contract that did that, and I don't know why I would have done that to myself, but it brought me to my knees, and it hurt me so fucking bad. Like, when I say it hurt me, it hurt me. And still to this day, I won't have her in my life. My best friend is still my best friend. Hi, everyone. But, I hate her sister. And I forgave the situation because obviously I got back with him. And we've been together ever since. But she has never been allowed to be in our life. Well, she just now, like, we seen her on Thanksgiving. Like, bitch, don't even look over here. Because I will grab my goddamn turkey and leave. No, I'm joking. That's fucking funny. Hi, everyone. But yeah. Because even in the sense of after, they hooked up or whatever, she would get mad at me because they, like, got together for, like, 6 or 7 months or something like that. And she would get mad at me because he would come and see his kids at his house with his wife, She would get mad at me because he would end up staying the night, and, I don't know. It was just a weird situation, but I lived through it. It's already been 10 years, really, since that situation, so thank God it's over. But yeah, I'll have to find, I have the books. I totally wasn't prepared. I'm glad I got on here, though, so it helps me get more prepared with this situation, because, like I said, people get on here and they know how to be and how to act. I don't. Yeah, I'm a Scorpio woman, but I am more shy. I feel like I'm really shy. I was shy. Now I can yak all night long if I need to. But, what does that say? Yeah, Scorpios are loyal. I am very loyal. I've been with the same man since I was 17. I'm not saying I didn't cheat, and I'm not saying he didn't cheat. There was some cheating going on, but I'm back with him. So, I mean, we're human. Obviously, you're going to want to go fuck someone else. You know what I mean? I mean, even if you truly, truly love someone, as a human, I will never believe that just because you love someone, you don't desire to want to go fuck someone else. I mean, yeah, I love you. I love you with all my heart. But I still want to go fuck old boy over here. And that's just a physical act. I don't give a damn about him, but top shit, Females don't understand that. A man can cheat on you and still love you. I know firsthand as a woman because I've done it. I loved who I'm with now. I would never do it again because I learned, obviously, you touch fire, you get burned, right? Yeah, I learned my lesson. I would never cheat on him ever again. But I loved him, but I still cheated on him. And who I cheated on, I didn't give two shits about. It was like just I want to try something else, And that, I mean, yeah, I want to try something else. And Lord, I did too. But then my mother low-key found out. And, me and my husband now, we just had a baby. My oldest was like between 6 to 8 months old. And my mom was like, she threw me under the bus. She was like, oh, what did you and so-and-so do last night? And my eyes got big, and I was like, in my mind, I'm like, shut the fuck up. And my dad got mad too, because, everybody knew but my husband, which it's very sad, really. And then my husband was like, what do you mean? It was just a big ordeal. He pretty much stole the baby and left me for about 2 weeks. He had our friends babysit him, our son, and he came back. He was real upset, and he wanted to know details, which, I mean, yeah, we had sex, whatever, and that was just the worst. But he forgave me at that point, and we got back together. Then I got pregnant, and I had our second son. But he did say he was going to get revenge somehow, and he did too. He fucking did. Whenever he cheated on me and left me for my best friend's sister. And that was so fucking unexpected because we had just got our kids back from CPS from another bullshit thing. So I was already in mental distress, So at that point, I was happy. I had my boys back. I had the family. And then there went my husband. So, yeah. But he came back because he realized she was just a using motherfucker. And, you know, typically that's how it goes. Normally how you got them is how you're going to lose them. So, dang, I was only wanting to be on here for an hour. But yeah, that's pretty much my story. It's kind of a, how can you still be with that guy? Because I'm a Scorpio, and when I love someone, I love them. I love them no matter what. Even if he would have never came back, I still would still be loving him. Because loving someone unconditional is the only, like, love that you can. If you don't love someone unconditional, that means you have conditions. And conditions are bullshit. Like, you have conditions. Like, no. When you love someone, you love them no matter what. You know, if you love them and then, oh, you know, they wrecked their car and now they don't got a car, so you're kind of starting to, you know, push them away, then that means you have a condition, like they have to have a car for you to love them, and that's bullshit. Or, you know, they got fired from their job and they're not making money right now helping with finances or whatever. And so you start distancing because they're not making money type shit. That's conditional, and it's bullshit. You either love someone, huh? You either, I don't get it. You either love someone or you don't. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think he has conditions, which everyone changes, but not me. I would never just leave the relationship. He would have to leave me. Literally. He would have to leave me. Like, forcefully. I mean, I'm not gonna, like, chase him down or nothing like that, but I'm not gonna be the one to leave our house. I'm not gonna be the one to pack up because you don't want to be with your family anymore. If you don't want to be with your family, you get your shit and you get the fuck out. Simple as that. But he don't see it like that. He thinks if, you know, we end up not being together, then I gotta pack my shit and leave because this is his house. Okay? Whatever. I mean, I thought it was our house, but whatever. Hi, everyone. I'm so sorry if I'm not, like, saying hello. I'm new to this. I'm just trying to talk about how Scorpios react to shit, or how I react to it as a female Scorpio, because everyone thinks that we're bad. We're really not. we do hold well, I do. I was real jealous in my younger years. But as I got older, and physically abusive in my younger years as well. I'm not going to lie to you about that. When I first moved in with him, he lived with his cousin, and I literally broke every window in the house from throwing shit. They hated me. Hey everyone. They didn't hate me, but the one guy, his cousin's like, stop breaking my fucking windows, you know, are you gonna replace them and this and that? Like, it ain't my fault that he moves and the coffee cup goes right through your window. But I stopped being that way because I loved him, and I knew because he's a Pisces, and I knew if I kept like beating him up or whatever, he wouldn't want to be with me anymore. You know? Hello, everyone. Doesn't look like anybody has questions. Or I missed them. I guess no one has questions. But we are very loyal. A little bit jealous. Very revengeful. You know, and we stand in our truth. We hate liars. We hate thieves. And I can smell a liar a mile away. Don't you even try to come with some lies, because, motherfucker, I already know you're lying. I can just look at you and know what you're saying out your mouth is a fucking lie. You know? And I'm very intuitive too, so I read the energy. I know when something's not right. Like, I would know, like, low-key if I was being set up, you know? Because I would feel it. Yeah, I sense and read energy. I can feel it. And I can feel when something's off. Yeah. I told my husband, just put on a movie. My back was turned. And we went back and forth. We didn't know what movie to pick. I was just put something on. I'm over here on my MacBook, whatever. And I hear like a split second of it. A split second of the beginning. It was spun. Like, by the sound of it, I wouldn't have known. But I had a knowing. Like, I knew. Like, I knew. I was like, that's, we're gonna watch Spun? And he's like, what? How'd you know that? And I was like, I don't know. I just knew. I did too. But, oh yeah, I have a very, very good fucking memory. Very good memory. there's shit that I remember that people are like, how the fuck do you remember that? I'm like, I have a memory like the Hoover Dam. Literally. But yeah, I only wanted to be on here for an hour and it's gone over, so, and I really haven't had any interaction, and I know that because I'm on at this hour and I understand it. But, yeah, I'm gonna try to come on maybe during the day sometime, so I'll be able to engage more and, show people, how my spirit guides, prove that they're there after you invite them into your life. I'm gonna have all the proof right here, you know what I mean? So I don't have to fucking, hi! I don't have to, how are you? I don't have to search around like I did tonight. I was cracked. My kids would have laughed at me and been like, Mom, you're so stupid. Not really. But yeah. 6 feet deep sleep. Getting ready for work. What do you do? For work. Hi, Sarah. I don't know. Oh, that's cool. I bet that's neat. Dang. Yeah, that's really cool. That makes me, I mean, that's way more, but I have the 97 Nissan and I'm messing with his wiring right now because his dimmer switch won't work. And then I got in there and my brother done got to fucking snipping, and so I'm like, oh my god. So I'm trying to rewire that. But I haven't yet. Because I was going to override the dimmer switch that's on the dash, but I really don't want to do that. But I may have to. So yeah. No, it's not fun. I mean, I wouldn't want to blow a bunch of fuses. That's funny. Which I haven't blown any fuses in my truck yet. But yeah, any questions for, you have spirit guides. You could, you know, I have 4 supposedly. I don't know if if they're here all the time or what. But literally when I asked them, so how many do I have? Cuz it said that you you could have multiple spirit guides, angels, whatever you want to call them. So I was like, well, how many do I have? And I shit you not, when I looked down my charger cable, shadow, I seen the number, like the number 4, like the cord. I don't know. It was really, really weird. Really? Everyone says that we're bad, that I don't know. We can be revengeful. We can. But you have to do something to us. We don't just go around, fucking with people. I mean, that ain't what we do. Scorpios, I mean, my circle's little anyways, because me being a November Scorpio, I don't trust anybody. I have one best friend, I have an associate friend, and I have my husband and my family. That's it. I don't fuck with nobody else. I might wave at the neighbor, but I don't fuck with anybody else because I don't trust anybody. I don't need anybody else in my life, if that makes sense. So, like, fuck that. After, my best friend's sister want to fuck my husband, yeah, no thanks. I don't fucking trust anybody. That motherfucker, was talking mad shit about my husband to me, like, specific things too. And I'm like, what? You're crazy. That's what I love about my husband. I love him, whatever. Bitch, you knew you really wanted to suck his dick. And you did, obviously. But, yeah, we ended up getting back together after that because she's a sorry ass bitch. But, yeah, no, it was, yeah. I have a whole story, like, I guess it's gonna be like a mantra every time I get on live. I just tell my whole story, because that's what Spirit was kind of like, tell your story. You could help somebody, or, like, someone could be going through what you've already went through type deal, or things like that. But yeah, it was a big situation for me because I just got my 2 boys back from CPS. They actually went to state. Like, my mom and dad had DWIs. That was a big ordeal anyways, but I was able to get my kids back in 8 months. Like, I fucking did everything. I didn't give a fuck. And then after I got them back, we get them back in April, and he cheated and left me in July. So here I am, like, yes, I got my boys back. I got my family. I'm on cloud 9. I don't think nothing of it. And I didn't really feel like I abandoned my husband that much. I don't feel like I did. Abandon him or anything. I mean, I was just happy when my boys were back. I mean, he did he did his cheating on him long ago, years ago. I cheated on him back when our oldest son was, I think it was like 7 months. And then he cheated and left me when our second son was two or three. It's 2012, I want to say. Was it? No, it was 2013. Because we lost him in 2012 of August 19th, 2012. I got him back April 3rd of the, following year. And, yeah, and then he left me fucking July with my best friend's sister. And get this, my best friend is his brother's wife. Yeah. So it was my sister-in-law, best friend's sister. And that, oh goddamn, man, I hate that bitch. Like, that's one thing about Scorpio. I hate that motherfucker. I will never, ever fucking have that motherfucker in my life. Ever. I hate that motherfucker. Like, you pretended to be my friend, you bitch. You were fucking jealous of your sister because she was with Andrew, my husband's brother. So, it was just us four. It was me and Andrew and then his brother and then his wife, but she was my best friend. And anytime we went out or anytime we did anything, it was just us four. And it was like that for many, many years. And her sister was just like really fucking jealous of our relationship. And I know that's why she did what she did. But she'll no longer be in my life or his. We see her now that it's been... He left in 2013, so, and then my dad passed away in 2014, so he came back at the end of 2015 to 2016, something like that. Yes, I know it's fucked up. And, yeah. And I even seen some of her messages after he done came back. Talking about, oh, I hope you're just asleep. You're not with that cunt. And like all this stupid shit. And I'm like, bitch, what do you not understand? Because he would, as a guy, I mean, he was going back and forth fucking us both for like 6 months. You know, I believed you when he was like, oh, I'm gonna get myself, I'm gonna come home. And then, I was just like so fucking happy because I still loved him. And then he would stay like a week or something, and then he would fucking tear his ass back to that bitch. And I put my foot down. I was like, you're not fucking coming back again. You get the fuck over there with that tramp. And finally, he cut ties completely. And, yeah. But, I mean, people are like, why would you get back with him? Like, because I loved him unconditionally. And when you love someone unconditionally, you see past that. You see or try to understand why they did that. Why, and I don't care what anybody says. You could still cheat on someone even though you love them. Because I did it. I know. I loved him. And I still wouldn't fuck somebody else. As a human, I don't care who you are. If you try to say, oh no, I wouldn't have done it. You're lying. You want to fuck somebody else. I don't give a fuck. I would never believe that a person will stay with someone, so long and not have some kind of desire to want to fuck somebody else. I mean, yeah, you love this person, but you kind of, want to try something else. We're human. It's, you know what I mean? It's gonna happen. So I understood why he fucked and cheated or whatever, because I did it, even though I loved him. That's just a physical act. You're just like, feeling good and it's with someone else. But who you actually really love, to me, I haven't done that. I've only actually cared, like, I love Andrew with all my heart, and I only loved another individual. Well, I started to love another individual, and then it was just stupid. Then I ended up getting back with Andrew, and yeah, that's when he was going back and forth with that bitch. He got my boyfriend to break up with me. And then I'm like, well, now I'd have nobody because you're back with that bitch. He got back with his bitch, and now I'm all alone. So, yeah. My story is just kind of crazy. And, yeah. So, low-key, I ended up getting hurt by both of them motherfuckers. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to say I was using him. I'm not gonna say any names. But he was the only person that was being able to get me over Andrew. And I was there. I was almost over Andrew, because I was falling in love with him, the new, boyfriend guy. And then when he broke up with me, yeah, it was just too much. I was just like, yeah, no. At this point, I don't want to start over. I'm not going to start over. If, like, me and Andrew were to ever never, or, like, not make it, I don't want someone else. I'm not going to, I've been with Andrew since I was 18, I believe. And, I had Joe Blow over here, and, when I cheated, and then, when he left me and I went with old dude. But all in all, we've been together for a long time. And we have the two boys, one's 15 and 17. Yeah. But I try to see the reasoning why and stuff like that. But yeah, just because you love someone, it won't stop you from fucking somebody else. If you want to, I've been with you 20 years, I want to go, but I learned my lesson. I wouldn't cheat on Andrew again, though. I was young when I did that. Our son was, my oldest son, our only son at that time, was like 6 months old. I know, he couldn't even walk when I cheated. And then my mom wanted to bust it out in our little shindig parties, and then he steals the kid. Big ordeal. Yeah. But so if you get cheated on, it doesn't mean the person doesn't love you. It means they just wanted a little taste of something else after they've been with you for a couple of years, you know what I mean? So give them another chance because they may really love you. Because at that point, I knew, like, fuck, why did I mean, it was a good time. Okay time, I guess. But it wouldn't have been worth losing, and, my husband. It just wouldn't have been. And you really don't realize that until after you've done fucked up. But, yeah. So, damn it. I was only supposed to be on here for an hour. And now I've been on here for 2:30, 3:30. Yeah. So how is your situation different? Oh, yeah. Like I said, I have I have a love story, like a love story, a cheating story, losing my best friends, my dad's story. That's so I had 3 major events in my life happen. That yeah. Just send me a follow and I'll send you one back if we're not already. But yeah, it was nice chatting with you. So my life really, it was not that bad. But I had 3 major fucking bring me to my knees situations. When I lost my kids to CPS, when I didn't do shit wrong, didn't fail a drug test, nothing. So yeah, lose my kids. I got them back though, by the way. My husband cheating and leaving me, which, we're back together now. It was like, give or take 2 years-ish. I had a boyfriend in between that gap that, I ended up pretty much almost falling in love with, and, losing him in the midst because of him. I don't know how to say, like, yeah, so, that one, and then my dad dying. My dad dying is still one of the hardest things. My dad dying is still one of the hardest things and it's been like 12 years. Almost 12 years. Yeah. But, hi everyone. I'm not really good at this live thing. I'm just trying it because TikTok told me to. I'm supposed to be answering questions about, being a Scorpio, woman, and how to get your spirit guides to come and speak with you. And anyways, have a good day at work. But I've been on here longer than I anticipated, so I guess I hope I didn't miss anyone's questions. Oh wow, AI freaking gives you, talk about this. Motherfucker, I'll talk about whatever I want, okay? Okay. Because if no one gives me questions, then I'm just going to start yakking about, kind of winging my way through it. But yeah. Now what the fuck is going on? But anyways, yeah. I did not meet my goal, which I'm not a scheduling person, so I mean, you may not see a live of me again, or you may see me today, tomorrow. I don't know. I'm a really random person. I don't like making plans because 9 times out of 10, the plans are not going to go how you planned it. My plan, yeah, no. When I planned on pushing a baby in my vagina, but I ended up getting cut open because, something happened, yeah, that's when I stopped planning. Yeah. That's more bullshit I had to go through. But, no, I know that's not funny, but yeah, having a scar where you gotta get fucking diced open for the baby to come out is just bullshit. I mean, I'm happy, that my baby's fine and everything, and I'm fine, but yeah. I'm real and blunt, and, I know when to be respectful when I need to be or when I have to be, but if I'm just being me in my truth, I liable to say anything, and if I offend you, I don't give a fuck. I mean, if I offend you, bye. I don't really know what to say, but I don't try to offend anybody. I'm just saying if I, do step on someone's little toes, or I do, make someone angry, I don't care, because that's not my problem. The way someone else feels isn't my problem. The way someone feels about me is not my problem. It's their problem. Because, why are you feeling that way about me? I don't care why. It ain't my business to know why. And I ain't gonna ask why, because I don't give a fuck. You can feel that way all you want to, away from me. But yeah, it's funny. People are like, you really don't care what people say and things like that. I'm like, no, because what they say could be true. I mean, we all have the same capabilities of being something. I can be, I'm not a liar. That's one thing I am not. I've never been a liar. I'm not saying I never lied, but it's very, very rare that I felt the need to lie. So I didn't really lie. But yeah, I kind of, done zoned out and forgot oh yeah, they don't like cigarettes. Oh yeah, I was saying that I hate liars. Yeah, once I find out you're a liar, adios, motherfucker, you won't be in my life. At all. Or a thief. My own cousin stole my fucking engagement ring, stole it, went and sold it while she was living with me, and then watched me cry for days and helped me look for it. Now tell me, ain't that fucked up? Yeah. Stole my fucking ring, then watched me cry and helped me look for it. I find that, like, extremely fucked up. And the motherfucker didn't have nowhere to live, so she was living with me until she went to jail. Not for stealing my ring, because I really couldn't prove it, but she's the only one that could have got it. Oh yeah, I know, my audience. I need to change it to 18 because I'm talking. Let me see if I can put that. Probably wouldn't. I wonder if it'll let me do that. Mark viewers. Yeah, see, I don't even know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. But I'm about to get off anyways. I'm getting tired. But like I said, I'm a random person. Maybe back tomorrow, maybe back not. Hi, Yami. How are you? Hopefully TikTok's not smart enough. I'm sure they got some AI searching around. They know what's up. But I was only wanting to be on here for an hour. I wanted to get on here for at 2:30 and then stay on until 3:30, but I get to yakking, and the more I get to yakking, so anyways, yeah, but I will have all my stuff in order. I thought I did, but I didn't, and yeah, so I appreciate everybody that has got on there and at least did one heart or whatever. I appreciate it. But yeah, I have some stories to yak. Spirit was like, you could help somebody's, potentially, get out there, tell your story, love story, cheating story. Finally, figuring out what we're doing here while we're here on, the earth, that, I'm not just a human. I'm gonna see my dad again. Yeah. Anyways, I appreciate everyone, and have a good. And I'm from Texas, so it's in the morning. It's 4:18 in the morning. So people around the world are probably just not getting up, or laying down or something like that. I'll probably be laying down in a bit. I'm a night owl. I don't know why, I just am. I feel more, see, I'm starting to yak again. Like, I'll be over here, like, still just talking, just sleepy as fuck. But yeah, I'm more productive at night. I'd rather wash the dishes at midnight than at noon during the day. I'd rather mop the floor at 1 a.m. than 1 p.m. And it's just the way I am. I don't know if all Scorpio females are that way, but this one is. Anyways, I appreciate everyone. Thank you.